We are starting Siman Hey today. Laws pertaining to the required state of cleanliness for a place which one engages in sacred matters. So, cleanliness, being clean, is very important in Yiddishkeit, and here are the halachas pertaining to it when we're in a shul or in a beit midrash or beis medrash, in a house of learning, or if we're going to a place where there's Torah being talked about often. See, it's written in the Devarim. V'sisal esasei asecha. You shall cover your excrement. Ki Hashem elokecha mishalech b'kerev bechanecha. For Hashem, your God, walks in the midst of your camp. Vayem echanecha kadosh v'lo yireh v'cha es ervas davar. So your camp shall be holy, so that he will not see a shameful thing among you. Mikan lamdu rabbeinu zechronam levracha. The sages of blessed memory derive from this pasuk. That in any place that Hashem, our God, walks in the midst, that is when we are engaged in sacred matters, such as reciting the Shema, praying, citing Torah, and the like. The camp must be holy, or the shul. There should not be any exposed excrement there. B'shelo yired davar erva, and there should not be any shameful thing visible. Yenega panav shel adam hakori o mispalel, facing a person who's reciting the Shema or praying. We're going to get a little bit more into this, what exactly it means, but I know there would be hand from Rob. But before you say is that human beings can learn from animals, and one of the animals we do learn from is, by covering the excrement. There are cats. If you ever owned a cat, if you ever saw a cat, they would use the facilities, and then they would in a litter box, and then they cover it up. So we do learn from animals, and it's important that we yes, Rob.
How does it relate to? I have a habit of noticing because I kind of wear my tzitzit in and I take them out because I like to have them out in the one side. But then no part of me gets seen. I always turn to the back a little bit and tuck in, but I kind of unsnap myself. But there's no part showing. Is that kosher?
There's no part showing. I mean,
yeah.
We didn't get into more detail exactly what parts are showing. Like you shouldn't
Zero
have
part. Maybe my T-shirt shows.
Okay, so if your T-shirt shows, then it's fine. I mean, you shouldn't have your undergachka show or your underpants. Your underwear should not be showing. So that should be a thing. But like you usually go off to the back of the shul where no one is. I mean, you're usually behind a mechitza, so there is a separation between you and the rest of the people davening, and no one can be there. But it's really talking about excrement, and it's going to go in detail about the smell. The smell is one thing. You can't daven in a place where there's a smell. I mean, I deal with children who have diapers, and if they have a dirty diaper that smells, we cannot daven in that area. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm very careful when my girls are running around in here. I usually I shoo them out if there is a smell coming from them. If there is a garbage in the shul that has a smell from it, not just from excrement, from any smell, we want to take that out as well. There's many different laws from it, even going to as far as a porta potty outside. That if there's a window in the front of the shul, and we can see the porta potty from outside, we have to move the porta potty. I know that was a question when I was in Lakewood, that they were building, and Lakewood was constantly building, but there was a porta potty right outside, and you were able to see it. Now, it was a couple feet away, but it was a big question that we had. Can we daven facing that direction of a porta potty? So there's...
I'd say no.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a question I brought up because my seat was at the front of the shul, because I wasn't a congregational rabbi there, but I was the rabbi who gave the speech every single week in the shul, and I sat in the front. I wasn't the rabbi of the whole community, but, for that minyan, I was, so to speak, the rabbi. I gave the speech on Shabbos, and I was, in the front. So I had that question. I had to ask that question. But we're going to learn more about it.
But what's wrong with me taking that Halacha, and in a sense expanding it to not something as gross as defecation,
yeah.
and just general cleanliness. Like for instance, we'll sit here. We don't mind that looks like a garage door behind us, but you as a rabbi are always looking at the garage door. And I mean, it's not defecation. It's not a, but
it's you have to understand, it's not a garage door. It looks like one, but it's not a garage door because it's a shul. It's part of the shul. It's a wall of the shul, and I perceive it as a wall of the shul. Now, should we put something in front of it so it looks nicer? Yes, because there's a mitzvah to beautify the shul. We want the shul to look nice. That's why we have this nice artwork on the wall and so on and so forth. That's why we keep the shul clean, and that's why it's neat and orderly, is because we want the shul to look nice. But it's not a garage door because it's not a garage.
It reminds me of the old TV I had. The classrooms had garage doors in the building, kind of like as a separation for the bigger, like, hall thing, so it got bigger because they were using for classrooms. But it was garage doors, but it was like this. It's not really a garage door.
It's not a garage door. It's a door. It's a door.
So you can expand and
it was Rad Hashem when Pesach time comes and this whole place is filled with people. We're gonna have to open it up. We open up and we add an addition to it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not a garage door. It's just it's a perforation right now to from my
from your view. So if we put nice, like I was going to do the cedar trimming, so you can't really tell.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be good for you.